Hiring your first team member is one of the most exciting milestones in your business. It means that your idea is growing. But here's what most entrepreneurs don't realize. One small mistake in how you classify that person as a W-2 employee or as a 1099 contractor can open the door to audits, penalties, and even lawsuits. I've seen it happen more times than you think, and it can cost you thousands of dollars. So in today's video, I'm breaking it all down in simple, practical terms so that you can protect your business and hire the right way from the start. Hi, I'm MJ, a corporate attorney and entrepreneur here in Miami. For over 16 years, I've been helping business owners, especially creative entrepreneurs and immigrants, build legally strong companies without all the stress and confusion. My passion is making business law approachable because I know how overwhelming it can feel when you're building something on your own. And this topic, it's one of the most common mistakes I see entrepreneurs make. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is the difference between a W-2 and a 1099? Well, a W-2 employee is your traditional team member. You can control when and how they work, you provide training, you handle payroll taxes, and in many cases, you offer benefits. They're part of your business for the long run. They represent your brand, your culture, and your daily operations. Now, a 1099 contractor, on the other hand, is an independent professional. They set their own schedule, often use their own tools or their systems, and pay them per project or service delivered. There's no benefits, no payroll taxes, at least on your end, but also no direct control over how the job gets done. Now, here's a simple way to think about it. A W-2 employee is like a full-time player on your sports team. They wear your jersey, they train with you, and they show up for every game. Now, a 1099 contractor is more like a specialist coach or a referee. They step in when you need their expertise, help you win a few matches, and then they move on to their next gig. Both roles are very valuable. The key is knowing which one fits your business needs and making sure you classify them correctly so that your business stays protected and compliant. You might be wondering, why does it even matter whether you hire someone as a 1099 contractor or a W-2 employee? Well, here's the truth. You might not notice if you classify them wrong, but the government definitely will. The IRS, the Department of Labor, the Department of Revenue in Florida, and some other agencies have very strict guidelines to determine how a worker should be classified. And if they decide that you've misclassified someone, even by mistake, you could be on the hook for back taxes, penalties, unpaid benefits, and even legal claims from that worker. I've seen this happen firsthand. One of my clients thought that they were saving money by classifying their team as 1099 contractors. At first, payroll felt lighter, simpler, until the audit came. In the end, they paid tens of thousands of dollars in penalties, far more what they had ever saved. So yes, W-2 employees might feel more expensive up front with payroll taxes, benefits, and even compliance. But using 1099 contractors incorrectly can cost you much more in the long run. It's one of those business decisions where cutting corners almost always backfires. And trust me, getting it right from the start is one of the smartest investments that you can make for your business. So the real question is, how do you actually decide whether to hire someone as a 1099 contractor or a W-2 employee? Here are 3 simple questions that can help you make the right call. Number 1, do you control their schedule and how they do work? Number 2, are they central to your business operations or just helping with a specific project? If they're essential to your day-to-day success, that's another sign that they're probably a W-2 employee. Number 3, will they represent your brand long-term? If they'll be part of your team and carry your brand name for the long term, you're likely in the W-2 territory. Now, if you found yourself answering yes to most of these, or at least you thought that they were yeses, you probably need a W-2 employee. But if your answers were mostly no, meaning the worker is more independent, they're short-term, or they're specialized, then a 1099 contractor could be the right fit. Here's the bottom line. Sometimes it's not that clear cut. The difference can seem small, but the legal and financial consequences are huge. So don't guess, get professional guidance, document your decision, and protect your business from costly mistakes. All right, let's talk about your action steps, because knowing the difference between a W-2 and a 1099 is one thing, but putting it into practice is what actually protects your business. First, always use the correct contract. Employment agreements for W-2s and independent contractor agreements for 1099 workers. No mix-ups, no shortcuts. Second, keep your payroll and tax records clean and organized. Please, no handshake deals. No, we'll figure it out later. No. Documentation is your best defense. And third, when in doubt, ask for legal or tax advice before making the hire. A quick consultation up front can save you thousands of dollars and countless headaches. If you're about to hire your first team member, take the time to set your business up the right way. You've worked too hard to risk it now. Subscribe for more simple, clear breakdowns of business law and check the link in the description. I've added free tools to help you and your company build on solid ground. Let's protect your business one smart decision at a time.